Here's where the money is right here. You thought marketing was where the money is, but no, this is actually where the money is. And some of you guys think sales is it, but that's still not where the money is it. When I used to have a business card, which was funny, I had a really nice one too with my picture on it. And then on the back it said the success, the health, finances, business. We had a headline, the one-stop workshop, we teach everything, etc., etc. But at the bottom of the business card, we actually had it say this. You guys write this down in your notebooks. There is no secrets to success. I'll repeat that so you guys can write it down. There is no secrets to success. There are systems to success. There is no secrets to success, only systems to success. If you think about it, you guys hear that word a lot in the marketing. We have a system. We have a great system. We use a system. Plug into the system. You got to use this system. This is a no-fail system, right? If you buy into a franchise, how much does it cost you to get into a franchise? Anywhere from like 20, 200 grand. If you would have bought McDonald's in the 60s, it would have cost you how much money? No, it would cost you 10 grand. Yeah. Look it up. 10 grand it would have cost you to get into a McDonald's franchise in 1960s. And now how much does it cost to get a franchise now for McDonald's? $1 million. Yeah, it's over $1 million.
You have to get so many too at one time, I think, right?
Probably, yeah. I haven't looked into McDonald's, but I do know that it's $1 million. So imagine if you would have bought it to then, really what you were buying, and Ray Kroc was the one that came up with it. He said systems. And even when he did a seminar for young high school students, he said, what business am I in? And obviously everybody said hamburgers, and they said, cheeseburgers, whatever. He said real estate. I'm in real estate. You guys ever notice this? I don't know if you guys ever seen this. Ever drive down the street and you ever see those little ramp things on the street and you move over them? Do you guys know what those are? Not speed bumps. The ones that are actually being monitored. You probably noticed them before, but you probably didn't know what it was. Not expressways. It's actually on regular areas. Yeah, but you'll see this little it looks like a speed bump. And it's wired, it's hooked up wired, that actually keeps track of the traffic. So a lot of companies, they research how many cars come by in that area before they decide if they want to put a new shop there, right? When I found that out, I was like, man, that's cool. I never knew that. But I mean, for me personally, guys, it's something that you guys, hopefully after you leave here, and I say hopefully only because I can't make you do anything, is that you guys will study the art that you're in, which is what? Nope. Systems. Entrepreneurship. Study what entrepreneurs do. When I learned about that, I said, man, that's cool. So that means they just keep track of the traffic. Nothing's done by accident. They want to know how much traffic is in that area and if we should set up. How many of you guys have seen restaurants that you looked at and said, this one's going to fail? And why? They're like in the middle of nowhere. Who's going to find that damn thing? One of the first things we did when we looked for office space is, what did we used to do? What was the one thing that we made sure we did when we got office space? Do you remember? Maria, you remember? What was the most important thing when we were looking for an office? You remember? Think about every office that you had, because she was around when I had all the offices all over Chicagoland. We had them in Park Ridge, we had them in the South Side, we had them in the East Coast, Naperville. We had them everywhere. But one thing I made sure that if I bought an office, I always made sure that it was right off the expressway. So like right when you got off, it was right there. Right? I've seen people where I went out to appointments, right, and the office is in the middle of nowhere. And then most people probably say, you know what, I'm out of here. Forget this insurance guy. I'm out. I want to be able to find this thing very easy, right? But again, that's also, if you guys want to call it, it's a system. I always made sure that we were right off an expressway. I made sure that we had a certain location. I made sure, even building. How many of you guys know what a building rating is? Nobody knows that? When you get an office building, they rate them A, B, C, D, right? D is like horrible. Like in the middle of nowhere, you probably get shot on the way to the office. Then there's A, which is like the high-end buildings, the ones you see in Chicago, the skyscrapers. Then there's B and C. We even had a system in our manual that would say, you got to get a C rating building. C rating because they were really nice buildings. The rent was lower, but for a startup entrepreneur, that would be the best place for them. If they go B, it's too expensive. We'd even made sure part of our system that when you would get an office, the first thing we would try to request is we would try to get free rent for the first month. Because we knew that you're going to be tight in the first 30 days, so we needed to make sure you get as least amount of expenses as you can. We would try to get the advertisement to be on a billing situation rather than just pay it up front. You guys got that? We used to spend $1,500 a month on one office for advertisement. You times that by 10 offices, you times that by 20 offices, we would spend 30, 40 grand a month just on marketing alone. Just to get the office full, just to get people to call us to come in for an interview so that we can recruit them so they can eventually become sales reps so they can eventually sell. I mean, it was a system. We knew that if I got 20 people to show up for an interview, we hired about 16 to 18, sometimes all of them, right? Once we had those, then we knew out of those people, only half of them were going to show. We knew out of those half people that were going to show, only probably 60% of them were going to come to the first meeting. And out of the people that actually were in the first meeting, we knew only 1 or 2 of them were going to actually make a sale. We knew that 1 out of those people were going to feel dumb and go out and make a sale and get in the next one, right? We knew that only 1 of every 100 people that we bring in was actually going to make it all the way through the training program. You guys got that? That is a system to know your numbers. I know that if we get 100 people to see a free event like this, but for free, if I get 100 people to see it, 10% of them will convert and sign up, right? I know that out of those 10% that actually convert, probably 30 to 40% of them will actually show up. I know that if they pay, 80 to 90% will show up. So what do you think we should do? Charge? Or should we do them for free? Charge. Because we want them to show up, right? Some seminars, some people told us, why don't you do this, Joe? Why don't you actually charge $197, but make it a deposit so then when they show up, they get their money back? Thought about that. And then I said, no, forget that. The information is too damn valuable. I know we could charge even more for this event, and we're only halfway done, guys. I mean, there's so much stuff. Everything we're teaching is 11 years of experience that's already been tested and tried. Everything we teach on systems has already been tried. Just copy it. Just copy it. And do exactly what you do in your business. All right, law number 1. If it's important, it's scheduled. You know what makes people mad when they want to do appointments with us? I'll ask Kelly. Kelly, people always want to do appointments with us. How often do we do appointments on a weekly basis? How many? None, barely, maybe one. One, maybe a phone call, 1 a week. If you're special, Michael's special. Because I actually talked to Michael on the phone. We talked for like a second, hi, and then we didn't ever talk. Because I don't like doing appointments. I used to do in the beginning. How many of you guys go on appointments still? It's okay. I started off in the beginning doing appointments. I hated Paneras. I hate Panera. I hate Starbucks now. I don't want to go anymore. Because then when you do the appointment, is there a guarantee they're going to sell? You're going to buy them? They're going to buy from you? No. So then you wasted your gas. You wasted money on food. You wasted money on time to talk to this person. Then at the end of all of that insanity, they say I got to talk to somebody before I can make a decision. I'm the type of person that really likes to search everything out before I really, yeah, okay. They're not serious, but that's all your fault because what did you forget to do? You didn't qualify them to earn the right to talk to you. Before you talk to them, you've probably put them through a system that, okay, they're ready. Does that make sense, guys? So if it's important to you, it's scheduled. When I did do appointments, I first did them every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Then I got sick of doing that, so I started doing them only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So people would try to do what?
After a certain time.
After a certain time. After 12, because I go to the gym in the morning. Sorry. It might not look like it. Just joking. I know that Maria's like, one of the pictures you see, you're too damn skinny. What happened? I gained it back. I go back. I'm Oprah. All right, so, but what I know is that when we tell people that, we go to the gym every morning, so we got to do after 12. Oh, what the hell is this? And they get angry at me because they want to talk to me when they want to talk to you. But if you do that, you will create a problem for yourself because now you will always be on appointments. Joe Scordato is one thing I've been trying to coach with him. Joe, with the appointments, man, it's insane. We got to qualify him. And I told him, because he didn't want to, he's fighting me on this. I'm like, you can get them to come to your office. He's got this beautiful office. Why are you not using it? Because he wants to go talk to them and go out and talk to them. Gas money, traffic, right? Hanging out with zombies in traffic. Come on. I'll tell you guys this, when it comes to finances, I've met a lot of financial people, a lot of different advisors, and when I talk to Joe and he teaches me stuff, which usually when I talk to advisors, they call them financial brokers because they're broke. They call them real estate brokers because they're broke too. Sorry. All right, so when I talk to him though, this guy has tons of knowledge. So he did not choose me to work with me. He thinks he did. I chose him. I said, I need to work with this guy. He's got tons of knowledge, tons of information. He's doing nothing with that. He's not documenting it. He's not putting it anywhere on videos. He doesn't have audios. He doesn't have his own damn book, which he should already have it because he's got so much information. You did? Oh, you're in a book? Yeah. But stop doing appointments. Everybody tell them. Stop doing freaking appointments. Where are they going to go now, Joe?
What about all these elderly people that...
Here we go. Are you feeling sorry for them? Yeah. Do a conference call. Do a conference call. Or hire a guy to just do the outside appointments. That's one of the things I worked with. I said, we got to get some people in here because he's got so much knowledge, but that's only one guy that has that knowledge. I need a team of people to do that, right? If I'm the only one ever training up here, then we're never going to grow. Does that make sense? You got to have other trainers. That's why if any of you guys, I didn't really go into detail, but if anybody is looking to be a coach or a trainer, part of being part of the university, you have an opportunity at the end if you want to be a trainer or coach. You still got to get accepted, but at least you have been considered, and even if you don't get considered, you can go off and take all the information we taught you and start your own business coaching business. Got it? All right, so next, number 2. Documentation beats conversation. Anybody ever heard that before? Yep. What does that mean? It's not what you say, it's what's in writing, right? I've seen many people say, well, he said. Yeah, you're screwed. Documentation beats conversation, but what I was going to write up here is one of the things I want to teach you in this part right here is just learning how to schedule your week. I mean, you guys got to be able to know that you're only available at so many certain times of the day, certain times of the week. You know that certain days you only do this, and that's what a system is. If anything, if you want your insanity back, if anything, I can probably work with you, or even Kelly for sure, can help you create systems so that you guys won't be overwhelmed and stressed out. That is one thing I know I see a lot of business owners get stuck in because they do too damn good. And what happens when you do too good? Are you ever available? No.